What's going on to you guys? My name is Kenneth, aka 1 Week, and today I'm going to react and predict my favorite year for fitness, Mr. Olympia. And I'm going to start with men's physique. My prediction, the one and only Filipino Pride. Filipino Pride, spread love for Filipinos, Jeremy Buendia. Jeremy Buendia, uh, 4 straight wins, and for me, this week, no, not this week, next week, he will he will win another Mr. Olympia for men's physique. So it is now 5 for me for Jeremy, and I believe he said that he's going to move a weight class. He's going to classic physique, and for me, for me, I think his physique for classic is still good, and I'm not really sure what is going to happen for him in that division, but I know he will do great things because in men's physique he just destroyed because for me he doesn't have really that really close competition for him, just like the next division, which is the 212 division, dominated by Flex Lewis, the only, and the yeah, sixth time and hitting the seventh pin for his 212 Olympia. Also, just like Jeremy, I think Flex and Jeremy doesn't have really that big of a deal for a competition, and their bodies just looking great. For example, for Jeremy, his back, his arms, his overall uh, his overall conditioning, and also his posing is basically the top compared to others. He's just on another level, just like Flex Lewis. Flex Lewis, the conditioning, yeah, these two okay, this is what I noticed. The champions are not the biggest guys, but they're the most conditioned and great poser. So Jeremy Buendia for men's physique and 212 division for Flex Lewis. Easy win for them. I think Jeremy really needs to step up to the competition and go to the classic physique, which is good for him. And also Flex Lewis going for open and battling out with Phil Heath. I think it's kind of interesting, but yeah, he will go through some challenges, like for example like Dexter Jackson, because Flex Lewis main key point is his conditioning. He isn't the biggest guy, but his condition, and he is a great poser like Jeremy, and he really might do good in men's open. Next one, my most awaited and my most favorite division. I'm sorry, men's open, but for this year I'm really excited about classic physique. Brian Ainsley and Chris Bumstead, those two guys are really at the top in this division, but for me, what I saw from the progress videos and also last year, I really thought Chris Bumstead wins the classic physique because his body's looking more a classic uh, than than Brian. And this year, I think if the judges are looking for that really looking classic physique look, I think C-Bum will win this one. And don't let us down, Chris. Also, why I pick Chris over Brian, it is because Chris Bumstead for me, for now he has the best vacuum pose compared to others. Yeah, there are a lot of classic physique competitors who can do the vacuum pose, but Chris Bumstead, his vacuum is just on another level. He's a step up compared to like Regan Grams and Visers, and for me that's really good. And his legs, and also his his legs and his chest for me are the are his top weapons for this one, because his legs is too ripped, just like Brian, but Brian's legs is lesser condition for me than Chris, and that's the reason why I picked Chris. And his lats like looking classic than Brion. But Brion, he does have, yeah, the best biceps compared to other classic competitors, and also his back too thick for classic. But for me, it's still a good point for him. But for this year, I'm sorry, Brian. I'm not hating on you, but we're one of my favorites. But for me, Chris Bumstead will take this one. And for third place and fourth place, it can be George Peterson and Arash Habar again, but they're too much good competitors like Regan Grimes. Regan Grimes dropping down to classic, and he's really doing well. Also, in his vlogs and pictures, looks dangerous compared to others. Wesley Visers, I like Wesley because, yeah, they're correct about Wesley looking like the Arnold Schwarzenegger for this one. Yeah, looking like Arnold, but I don't think this is the year for him. He kinds of a typical classic looking body, but nothing special for now. Maybe next year. And now for men's open, there's no doubt Phil Heath will win this one. He said he's not okay. I'm going to start off with last year's Olympia. It is the year of the bubble gut. Guy in every guy literally in men's open had bubble gut, because I know they will adjust right this year. Phil Heath, yeah, playing the size game to Big Ramy, every Olympia going up in places. Last year he's going second. In this year, will he go first? I don't think so. Phil Heath not being big, just like in 2011, the best condition Phil Heath, his first Olympia. That's for me. That's the best version. But right now, if Phil Heath brings his best, he might get the Olympia win and tied for 8 Sandows, like like Lee Haney and the King, Ronnie Coleman. And also Phil Heath for next week. Second place. Oh wait, why do I pick Phil Heath? It is one reason: conditioning. Compared to other guys, William Bonac and Phil Heath, Dexter Jackson, and Sean Roden, the four most conditioned guys. But yeah, they are conditioned. But for me, Phil Heath has the roundness and the fullness. Also, comparing their back to Phil Heath just destroyed everyone. His legs. The only one problem for Phil Heath was his gut. So let's see next week. Second place, maybe I'm not sure about Big Ramy, but I really do like William Bonac's physique. Too much conditioning, not very big. If Big Ramy comes in with good condition, like his legs are ripped, yeah, he might get cracked again. The second spot. It's either Big Ramy or William Bonac. Next, the top 4, I think the dark horse of this competition, Rolly Winkler winning his Arnold Classic this year. Huge improvement compared to others, and no more gut. If Rolly brings his Arnold Classic physique for this one, he might get cracked the second or third, because I really like Rolly's physique. His arms are just the best, his triceps, and great poser as well. Two top 2 competitors like Dexter Jackson and Sean Roden. This is the 2 for battling out and their age is coming up right there. Dexter Jackson, if he brings his truly best physique, I think he can get at least top 4. But for now, based on what I see, too much injuries and the age factor, he might can still get the 5th or the 6th spot, and also Sean Roden. And that's it, guys. Oh, wait, last one. Okay, for men's physique, Jeremy Bendia, 212, Flex Lewis, classic physique, Chris Mumstead, and men's open, Phil Heath. Thank you guys for watching. See you soon on my next video. Peace.